Hey, how are you? Happy Canada Day! Welcome, welcome. Hi. Alrighty, so we're jumping in. Let me fix this a little better. Just looks weird. I got some scrap paper here. We're gonna do some tagging of most of the usual people. I'm just gonna not tag one person because I know they're having a really rough time today. And I don't want to disturb them. So welcome, welcome. It's Canada Day, and it's my 4-year Stampaversary as a demonstrator with Stampin' Up, so that's pretty cool. My origin story is in 2019 in our local newspaper was a craft sale, and oh god damn it, the TV's all loud upstairs. There was a craft sale advertised in the garage sale listing of our local newspaper, so I decided to go because I'm like, I want to see what the heck this is because I'm kind of into crafty. So we went, and it was a Stampin' Up demonstrator selling off a bunch of retired stuff, just adjusting myself here. And I bought a few things, some cardstock, some punches, some stamps, and picked up a catalog and totally fell in love with the stuff. So it's like, hey, this is interesting. I'm going to get into this. So there we go. So that's kind of my origin of how I discovered Stampin' Up. And then subscribed to Paper Pumpkin pretty much right away. And then in 2021 I joined, and here we are. That's the quick version. Anyways, so I'm going to show you the card that I made for my dad. I say that now. Now, where did I put it? I don't even know where I put it. Okay, I made a card. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I had it the whole time. So this card I made for my dad for his birthday, because he really likes birds and eagles. So this stamp was from another source. And this is a card more or less from the Paper Pumpkin Kids Mountain Majesties. So simple and sweet, and it looks really freaking awesome. So there we go. That's the card for Dad. I thought it was in the box, but it wasn't. So I need it for this week because his birthday is this week. I'm just going to put that away where I had it. Alright, we're good now. Of course, my hair's a total mess, but that's okay. And then, as part of my anniversary celebration of being a demo, I attempted scrapbooking for the first time. Let me show you what I made. And by the way, I made this cute card the other night. So, yeah. So here we go. This is my attempt at scrapbooking. Not 12 by 12, it's 8.5 by 11. I wanted to make this to put at work to kind of help inspire me. So, I'm not big on scrapbook. I'm not big on making memory type stuff, but this turned into really, really cool, and I love it. So there we go. Happy Kitty. So that's coming with me to work tomorrow. Oh, this explain. Deco rectangle dies. Genuine gem stamp. Genuine gem again. The sunshine vibe stamp. The deco rectangle again. The alphabet dies, and then various designer series papers, but all within that purplish theme. It looks really, really good. I love it. Alright, there we go. Moving on, guys. That was fun. So tonight, I was watching Creativity Now. So for example, this is the first card I made for Creativity Now. And then I paused on the scrapbooking thing, because that's where the other scrapbooking idea came from. Because they're showing another layout, so I'm just going to do a quick draw, and then, because I'm thinking this could be really good to take this layout and make it into a card. Now, Creativity Now is a demonstrator only event that we get to go to. It's virtual, and I got to see it, how it is, and it looked really good. So that's kind of more or less the somewhat layout. I just wanted to quickly do up a sketch. Horrible sketch, I know. But at least I know what the heck I'm doing. So this little beauty's going to go aside for a bit. So if anybody's watching, please let me know. Hopefully, if you can. Assuming Facebook allows comments. Because, Facebook doesn't really do that so much anymore. So I'm going to use white to start. Because white's kind of my go-to for everything when it comes to cardstock. Just having a moment of what's that in my thing? I know what it is now. Alright, so let me grab a white. Nothing fancy. Because our good friend Elaine donates a lot of items, so some of it gets absorbed into stuff I'm making. So I'm going to take this and just cut it down to size. So that's 4 1/4 approximately. And I want it to be 5 1/2 because it matches the card base that I'm used to doing. Whew, that TV is bloody loud. Oh well. Anyway. Because the AC is on in that room, and so the TV is cranked to like beyond full volume. It's starting to bug me a little bit. Alright, I'm just trying to think where to put the paper trimmer. I'll just stick it over here for now because I'm going to need it. So, we got this started. Now, I got to figure out what cardstock, what designer series paper I'm going to use. So, I made a quest this year, because it's my Stampaversary, is to use current designer series paper. So you can see where I used part of the scrapbooking thing from here. So this is To Market. I'm not a big fan of it. I bought it for a specific reason last year and I ended up not needing it, so that's okay. I do want to use a different color this time than that purple, but I gotta figure out what I'm going to use, so I don't know yet. We'll come back to that. Another option is Country Woods, but again, I'm not feeling it. Again, I bought this for a specific reason last year or so, but I love the wood grain stuff. So that's pretty cool for a more masculine kind of card. But I don't even know the theme of the card yet, but we'll see. Now, Mediterranean Blooms. Whoops, oh, I just hit the camera. Sorry, guys. Again, pretty, but not really my interest. So I've got like all this nice designer series paper, but not anything that's jumping at me. Then I have Christmas, Winter Meadow, which no, we're not even going to look at Christmas right now. Heck no. Speaking of scrapbooking, I got a Christmas scrapbooking kit here. We'll look at this some other time. I'm having a great swell time finding paper. I do have celebratory sips paper, 1 sheet, but it's not doing me. Although I like the black actually. And I've got the lavender, perennial lavender. I could use it, but it's not doing me. Okay, I'm running an option too. I might have to dig and find something else. Alright, let's see what else we got. So I got 2 packs of the lavender. Now, I do have some more small stuffs. So we have Bright and Beautiful, which that is a contender. So I think I can find some here. 2024 to 2026 in colors. We've got this. I don't remember what pack this is from. These are loose sheets that someone gave me. Elaine gave us. We got Brights. So I think we got something among those, hopefully. And I've got more scrap pieces of the Bright and Beautiful here. And then we've got more here. And then we got a new Boho Vibes, which might be a contender right now. Everyday Skies. Ooh. Maybe not for this, because this is going to like cover up a lot of the cards. So no, not Everyday Skies, but I love Everyday Skies. And then we got Regals. Again, these ones are retiring soon, actually. Alright, so. Of course, someone with their loud TV right now. Anyways, I'm just trying to think. What am I going to make, guys? I need an idea. I need a stamp set or something. Does have to be stamps? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to pick something here. I'm definitely going to use Boho Vibes. I don't even know what to pick here. I got to come up with something. Anyway. It's like I got all these options. I'm just used to grabbing scraps and just come up with something on the fly. I could do that though. But no, I'm trying to quest myself to use current paper. And that's hard. Alright, so Boho Vibes has some colors. Cajun, Craze, Cloud Cover, Daffodil, Delight, Mossy, Metal, Petal, Pink, and Secret Sea. So Cloud Cover and Secret Sea are new. I don't have those too much. So anything that has Cajun, Craze, Daffodil, Delight, Mossy, Metal, and Petal Pink will go. That one's a no-go. So that might help narrow me in on what I'm going to do here. This one has none. These, I don't even know what colors these are, so we're just going to skip. We got Daffodil Delight. That one we already know is out. That's out. We got Cajun Craze in here, but no Mossy Meadow. Okay, that's fine. Alligator Yellow is Crushed Curry. By the way, I got ink on my hands today, so I still have a little bit left over on my hands from the printer ink. Alright, so... Mossy Meadow. What are we going to use for Mossy Meadow? I don't know. Well, let's pick a sheet from Boho Vibes. That's doing me. I love this paper. Oh, that's cool. I love how you get like a fair bit in here. Get like 6 of each, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. I might use a combination from here, actually. But I need to pick one as the backdrop. Oh, I kind of like that. I like that too. Okay, that one's calling to me. That one's definitely speaking to me. Oh, I like that. And actually, I want to see Boho Vibe stamp for a moment. Because I'm starting to narrow in on what I want to do here. Oh, I gotta find it. It's really called Sunshine Vibes, but I call it Boho Vibes. Alrighty. Now, I could do a die cut, but we'll see. We'll see my mood as we go. Okay, I like that. Not as big of a fan. Oh, I like that too. Got some great options here. This is going to be fun. Okay, I can definitely work with what's here. I don't even think I need the rest of these. These are going. Process of elimination. Alright, ow, let's whack my hand. Alright, so one of these is going to be the backdrop. And I need 2 alternate patterns. So let's see what called to me again. Okay, I like that. That I really liked. And that I liked as well, but I think I'll hang on to that. So this one's gonna do. Let me put that back in its sequence. So we'll come back to this in a moment. We're gonna do some cuts. Where's my paper trimmer? Hiding. Whoops, as I hit my lamp and everything. Alright, so I need 4" by 5 1/4. Ooh, the doodles are busy. Again. Apparently Buddy's dangerous. He's gonna blow up the TNT toy. Alright, so then this is gonna go on here. Actually, hold on. I'm forgetting the layout of the card. Oh, I'm gonna need another piece to work with. Alright. So, I like that. Alright. I forgot a component of this card, but that's okay. So yeah, we're gonna need 3 color sheets of something soon. Hold on, I can't even measure this right. There we go. I like that. Okay, so back to the paper again, because I forgot there's a component in this. The diagonal that we can't see very well. Alright, so the diagonal, which pattern am I going to use for the diagonal? That might work, actually. We'll see. So I don't want to be a strong pattern, but I like that. Okay, I'm going to go with it. We're going to go with it. It's pretty, we're doing it. Alright, so I need to make a new cut. So I need 4 1/4-ish by 5 1/2. And it doesn't matter which side, because it's the other side that I need. Okay. And then we're going to make a diagonal here. So in turn, this is going to make like 2 cards in the future. And I'm still getting an idea what to do with the second half. There we go. So this is gonna go on the front, like so. I might have to trim it a little, but that's okay. Ooh, we got some doodle action here. Alright, I need some seal again. Just put a whole bunch of adhesive on there. So this card base is slightly smaller, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to grab a pair of scissors and trim that out. And then that other half that we just did, I'm going to put that on the inside. Just to give it something cool, you know what I mean? I'm starting to do stuff with the inside of the cards now. It's pretty darn cool. And my seal is pretty much done. Come on. Alright, there we go. That seal is done. Alright, so we're going to carefully lay this in. And again, we got to trim that edge. There we go. Alright, that seal is done, but we'll fix that later. Okay, I really like that so far. Alright, so then I'm going to use some of this actually. If we already have it in play, we might as well use it. So I need 2 pieces. Oh, I need 3 technically. Because I'm changing it up. Alright, so this size is 1 3/4. So I'm just going to cut this 1 3/4, 1 3/4 just for the moment. Hi kids. Kids are super hyper. Alright, let's just see how this looks. Yeah, I think 1 3/4 is too big, so I'm gonna go down to 1 1/2. Let's see if that helps. And then again, 1.5. By 1.5. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. I might just use this piece because it's got so much colorfulness to it. So, yes. Yes, I like that a lot better. 1.5 by 1.5. Alright. Let's get this one cut too. One and a half. And then we're going to need a piece of white as 1.5 and 1.5. So there we go. There we go. Yes, I keep my white scraps nearby. Alright, so that's coming along quite nicely. Alright, we might need a die cut, but I don't really know what to do for that. But we could just take a peek at what came in the Sunshine Vibes dies bundle, in case there's something there that I haven't done yet, which there probably is. I just gotta find them. Bear with me a moment. I'm looking for them. Trying to find them. We got a bit of a time here. That's not it. Where's the Sunshine Vibes? Good question. They're hiding from me. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. I think that's them right there. Everything's hiding. Okay, it was right on the bottom. Oh no, that's pocket dice. Shoot. Okay, then one more to grab here. It must be at the very bottom. Yes, they're at the very bottom. Of course they are. Of course they are. Alright, let's put those away. Alright, let's see what we got to work with here. Okay, we've got some leafy things we can definitely do. Alright, we'll see what we get into. Let's just more or less somewhat assemble. We may not finish this all tonight, but that's okay. So we've got this white piece. We gotta do something with it. The stamps are here. I'm gonna put most of the paper away because I already have the pieces I need. I'm really liking how this is turning out. Alright, I'm really liking how this is turning out. Okay, that's put aside for now. I'm going to put all this DSP that's on the table away as well. I don't need it all at the moment. There we go. So remember the matching colors, Daffodil Delight and Cajun Craze. So Cajun Craze we have. Now Lost Lagoon might be a good substitute to go with this. So I'm going to take a peek at the Stampsies. I'm going to find my block. I might use... let's see if Hello is going to fit. Yes, Hello is going to fit on this thing. Hold on, let me put it directionally possible. So I could use Daffodil Delight, Cajun Craze, and I'm going to substitute for Lost Lagoon, I think will work. Alright, so let me find my ink, which I've put everything away today. Oh yeah, Mossy Meadow was another one too. So Daffodil Delight. I'm gonna grab Lost Lagoon because I think it'll make a good substitute. And then we're gonna grab Cajun Craze. And actually, I can work in Mossy Meadow. No, I think Lost Lagoon will work with my last step I've got in mind. So let's grab Cajun Craze. There we go. There's our inks. Inks. So I'm gonna start with, check my sponges, a little dry. Either side's not bad. Alright. So we're gonna start with Lost Lagoon. Gonna stamp that on. And then we're gonna do Cajun Craze. And I'm just eyeballing. I should have used the Stamparatus, but I chose not to. And then lastly is the Daffodil Delight. I'm just eyeballing it tonight. There we go. I like how that turned out. And then if I'm worried, I can come back in with Lost Lagoon for the final stamp off. There we go. I like that a lot. Hello. Hello. I like that a lot. That is super cute. Alright. So, we're gonna park this for now. Oh yeah, I did say I want Mossy Meadow. Yes, I did. Actually, no. Lost Lagoon. Duh. My brain's elsewhere. Alright. So we're gonna park this for now. We're gonna move stuff off the table. You know me, I gotta do some watercolor action. So here we go. I'm gonna move this because this is a hot mess. That's to be later fixed. This I'm really liking. Again, I might have to feature this as a cart class. I'm starting to really get more creative, which is awesome. Alright, and I got this piece of white. Now, for the sake of the... I don't mind if I ruin this paper. I'm going to need some watercolor paper. Which we have plenty of. Believe me, we have plenty. Let me look at the dies again. I need a die that will do like a flowery thing. I'm just gonna grab one of those for sure. And then I was gonna see if I have another one just to match the paper. Which I don't. So it'll have to be one of the others. That's okay. Let's see my options. Yeah, that one will do. Yeah, it's gonna be mixed matched, but that's okay. That's totally okay. Alright, so realistically, this is gonna be finished tomorrow. But we'll hang around for some of this. That way you can watch me at play. I'm gonna get some more water in that thing. There's my blending brush. I like to soak this ahead because it seems to be, for me, more effective. Good enough. It's wet enough. So then I come in with the ink and just get this colored. And because it's super wet, it's a little harder to work with, but it makes it more fun, I find, when I do it this way. I like now that these two are going to be different. These two pieces of paper. Alright, there's one done. And we'll do the second one here. But yeah, you see how nicely that's magically come to life. And there we go. We're done. So that's going to be two pieces that are going to look different. And that's okay. Alrighty. There we go. So we're going to call it a night because I got to let these dry so I can die cut these because that's not happening tonight. But yes. So ideally, it's interesting how different paper and how it responds. So I think it's going to work well with this card when I die cut a couple, leafy pieces and put them on. So, woohoo. And then I think, you know what? I'm not done. It needs something else. It needs like a flowery yellow or something. So we're going to do the yellow in a sec. We're going to need something else here. Alright, that's the other die. So I need to find a watercolor paper that will suit that size, which I should have. Yep, right there. There we go. That should do. Yes, it will. So, one more time. I don't mind if I get a little bit of that bluish in it. That's totally okay. That's totally fine. Hope this works. Hope there's enough in here I can make this work, because this water's almost empty. I gotta refill it. I'm actually loving how this is turning out. And then if I'm worried about the brush, it's coming on the side. I could use yellow paper, but I just like doing this, personally. And there we go. Now we're done. We got our pieces prepped for die cutting later. That's super cool. So, woohoo. I'm happy with that. And as they dry, they're going to look a little differently anyway. So that is super, super awesome. I love it. Alright, with that, I'm officially going. Good night, everyone. Have fun. This is fun. I love doing this type of stuff. And it's my Stampaversary, so that's what's awesome. So thanks for joining us, as usual. This paper's going to get thrown out now, so that's all good. Alrighty. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon. I hope to be back tomorrow to finish off this card. Hope you love it. Bye-bye.